about
Oh,
that.
I agree. You've got to trust, and again, remembering that feelings are just feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You can, let's say, like, for instance, let's say we're talking about buying a car.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to Diane, how do you feel about it? And she says, I feel very anxious and worried. And I'm feeling really excited and happy. Well, now we know how each other feels. So as we decide the next step, I know that she's feeling nervous and anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And, gee, well, maybe we better slow the process down, look at it, do we really need it this year? Or is it next year?
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa, she's saying, boy, he's really excited about possibly getting a new car. Let's see. So you can share your feelings
Mm-hmm.
and still have your problems over here, but now the couple know what each other is talking about.
Well, you included her. You're including how she feel into your decision making instead of saying, no, I want this car.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a 50. Well, see, it's not, and we don't think it's a 50-50 deal marriage. We think it's 100-100.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives 100 and I give 100. And if we can do that, all the time, then obviously you can have success.
Mm-hmm.
And so I listen to her and she listens to me. And if she's concerned about something, I will ask her how she feels about it. And if she's really nervous, that's, I understand that now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, she is thrilled that we're putting together this anniversary celebration. And in the beginning, she was nervous about it. Now she's just overjoyed.
Mm-hmm. So go figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing, like, wait a minute. But you know what? The thing, too, that you say that is so vital is that you're noticing her feelings. To me, it made me think before you didn't notice them because y'all were so opposite.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Before the marriage encounter weekend, yeah, we were on two different railroads, and we weren't even on the same train. We were on two different railroads. And then that put us on the same train. And maybe, again, we have different cars at times, and she's got the fast forward car and I'm slowing down car, but we just, and it's worked. And one other thing we do too is we write to each other every day. We write a love letter, and and it could be on any topic. And we share our feelings, and people go, wow. Why? And well, we know of couples that have done now over 20,000 love letters a day, every day, never missed.
Wow, that's amazing.
I can't say we haven't missed, but
right.
But couples have done it every single day.
I think that is because of their desire to keep the fire, their desire to keep that love, to do whatever it takes, and to be able to be open. Right. And I believe once a person feels safe with you, whether it's the husband feels safe with the wife or the wife feels safe with the husband, you're able to open up and you're able to share and you're able to.
Absolutely, Opal. Absolutely. It's the having the trust in each other. And once you have that trust, it's, it just works. And our kids, they've not gone on marriage encounter weekend or anything, but they obviously observed that. And their marriages, they've both been married 20 or over plus years now, and I don't say that we showed them anything. I think God showed them something through their parents.
Yeah, well, you know what? We don't think that our kids are watching us, and they are. And no matter what age they may be, whether they're an infant or whether they're 15, 19, 20, they are watching. And so what they did was they were just sitting there watching. They noticed mom and dad, what's going on with them? Why are they not talking? Why are they not saying anything to each other? Why are they fussing? Why are they arguing all the time? And then all of a sudden, Whoa.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
And that's exactly, it was like, what? They went away on this weekend. What happened? And like I said, we write to each other every day on any topic. And a funny, humorous part of that was a couple friend of ours that we know. They got a phone call one afternoon. This is, again, 40 years ago, from a plumber. And the plumber said to the young boy who answered the phone, "Can I speak to your mom and dad?" He said, "No." And he said, "Well, I need to speak to one of them. Why can't I?" "Because they're in the bedroom." "Well, what are they doing in the bedroom?" "They're doing their thing." Well, their thing was they were writing letters. And the plumber guy goes, "What?" So he goes and sees him, says, "You doing your thing?" He said, "Yeah, we write letters to each other." So it's, but the kids do observe it and they do understand it. And it really, I think, I guess, makes them aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Because what it is, you showing them the first part of your marriage, you're showing them how to not like, how you didn't like each other and busyness and everything like that. But then the second part of the marriage, you showing them like, wow, this is, your sons are looking at you and they're like, wow, this is how I ought to treat my wife when I get one. Because I'm looking at dad holding mom's hand, or dad acknowledging how she's feeling.
Exactly. And that is, and like you said, the kids don't say anything, but they observe it, they see it, and they, and it obviously clicks. And they have both said, or both of our children have said, they saw things change. They couldn't put it together what it was, but change. And then we ended up with a lot of marriage encounter friends over the years who also had, the same beliefs, so to speak.
Wow, that's an awesome program that God would allow you to be a part of, to salvage.
That's exactly right. God would allowed us to be a part of. That's exactly right. And it's, and I think it's just, and what I want people to realize, it's not the only program. There are so many others out there. But if people do that and say, well, let's try it, at least you're giving it a shot.
Right.
You're saying, hey, let's see what happens.
That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming and sharing with us. And we know that Diane is, sadly, that she's not here with you, but you have brought her face here with us, so we appreciate that.
Right.
And so I understand you're also having a wedding anniversary, so how you feel about that?
We feel overjoyed that we have been blessed to be with each other for 50 years, and that we can have all our friends and family come together and just celebrate the goodness of marriage. And we have an excellent project coordinator, and someday I'll tell you who it was. But it really, just really amazing. And again, it all came together. And, I'm like, I guess it's on September 10th and that's another thing that's a little tidbit. Anybody married before 2000, if they look at when their 50th anniversary, it'll be the exact same day and date that they got married.
Wow.
If you're married after 2000, it's not, because then the calendar got changed. So
that's a good tip.
Be off. So
wow.
Just want to let people know that.
Well, you have definitely blessed people today, and I know that everyone that listened has really been encouraged by you to at least try to take that step. If that's the last resort. Yeah. At least make the attempt.
Sure. And again, just look up on the internet the programs that are out there and just communicate and and see what the plan is.
Yeah, that's good. I want to thank you for coming on to Live with Necee today, sharing us your success in marriage, and congratulations on your 50th.
Thank you.
And you can continue to listen to me on every Monday morning and Friday at 9:05 on TNR radio station, as well as iHeartRadio. Thank you for tuning in, and have a blessed day.